Alright, it's time to clean this whole room. The Christmas is coming. The Jesus is coming, so he's gonna come to this place. Jesus comes to everyone. You have to remember this. So we have to prepare ourselves for the visit of Jesus Christ himself in the spirit of Christmas. I've taken out a lot of trash. A lot of trash. And nothing changed. What the f? So the Christmas is today. It's 24th of December. I have been engaged in certain preparations because of this, and well, I hope I will be able to spend the Christmas as best as possible. I need some Christmas spirit. Who doesn't? It's a very special time. It's not even about the presents. It's not even about the family. Obviously, you can interpret Christmas in any way you want, but for me, it's mostly a time where you actually are encouraged to reflect on goodness. You are encouraged to reflect on some empathy. It's actually a very important thing. You have to remember that everyone you meet is human also. You have to remember that there is some kind of virtue in being nice and sparing people, not utterly destroying them and waging wars on them all the time. It's not always about being rivals. It's not always about winning. Sometimes it's about just doing the good things. So let's have some Christmas. You may have noticed that I'm using the lamp. If you were wondering what kind of time it is, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what time of the day it is right now, because during the winter there's no much light anyway in my apartment. There's just no light in the valley of the shadow, boy. So I will try to organize as best Christmas as possible, starting from basically zero. Yeah, that's it. First, I need to find some kind of location where I could place the Christmas tree. I actually first have to find a Christmas tree. I'm not gonna go outside now and steal some kind of tree. That would be pathetic. You should not steal. Like, not during the Christmas tree. What are you, fucking stupid? So I have an idea for a Christmas tree. It's going to be a substitute. A very cheap, very poor substitute. It's not even going to have anything to do with wood, but still, it's gotta be the Christmas tree. Alright, that looks cool. That's fine. So we'll put it in the corner, straighten it out. That's fine. So to make it pass as a tree, we're gonna have to make it a little bit more green, and I have decided this is gonna be really, what the hell is this? Really good. Okay, so we will hang it like this, and this is our base Christmas tree. It's time to decorate it. So I have some colorful paper clips. They're in different colors and they're quite shiny, so that's a good thing. But I don't think... Hey, I have an idea. I could make a chain out of those. Oh boy. So you might be wondering what the Christmas is like in Poland. What are the local customs and so on. In all honesty, I don't know. I don't really know. I never had any kind of meaningful Christmas in my life. Never. And I was never taught what the Christmas is really about. I was never really taught how to celebrate Christmas and so on. I know about certain things, but I don't know which of these are like country specific and which of these are just things that are commonly celebrated in the whole world. It's one of these moments when you realize that you have lost some kind of integrity with your ancestors. You have lost some kind of piece of culture that was passed on to next generation by the previous generation. Like, it's like I lost some knowledge. I don't know. And now, if I want to know what are the customs, I either have to make them up, I either have to make up some kind of meanings, some kind of details, or look it up on and some external sources like on the internet and so on, but that will never be the same as asking your own family member to explain it to you directly. And I guess I've just missed out on this piece of information. I will never really know what the Christmas is about from my family. I suppose I'm not the only one, obviously, but I guess I'm this loser that's sitting here trying to prepare the Christmas, actually realizing that I don't know much about it. Even if I don't really know about the customs, I still try to cultivate it. I still try to give it some kind of meaning. I have my own interpretation of Christmas. As I said before, I think it's something that everyone needs from time to time, and everyone needs this as some kind of symbol that brings something positive into their life, makes them more humane. That's really useful purpose of Christmas. So it doesn't really matter at this point in this scenario. It doesn't really matter how much you know about Christmas, how much of the trivia you know, how much of it you understand, and so on. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you at least focus for a second on this concept of becoming a better person, of striving to be better, to be more perfect. It doesn't have to be chasing after perfection. It has to, well, at least tell you that there is some kind of perfection that you could aspire to be, at least get close to it. It feels like at war. It feels like in some faraway land, far, far away from your home that you dearly miss, and you just can't have normal Christmas in here where you are. You just think about it. You think about how great it could be. You think about all these customs that would be probably much easier in your home, but here it's like, forget about it, man. Here you can just desperately try to go for substitutes. You can desperately try to make up for all the stuff that you lack with some symbolic things, some symbolic objects that will actually symbolize what you are trying to have. So this is the chain that's supposed to be placed on the Christmas tree. And obviously this is not the true chain. This is not the Christmas that you see on the television. This is not the Christmas that sells good. But it's the only Christmas I can afford right now, and I think that really counts. So the chain is complete. It's not very long, but it doesn't have to be, actually. It's longer than I expected it to be. And boom, that's the Christmas tree with a chain on, and you can regulate it because it's a really hefty Christmas tree. Fuck. Alright, I fixed it, and this time it stays in place. It's done. As for the rest of the decorations, I'm going to draw something, so I don't know. I'm just going to color this and it's going to be fine. Yeah, that's good. There is actually one custom that I know of where people will yeah, that's my that's my attempt at drawing a bird. There's a custom where people will hang wooden birds on the Christmas tree. So that's my bird. Let's try to draw a different one. Yeah, that's better, I guess. What kind of What kind of Christmas bird is that? Okay, that's fine. That's all. Dude, I have no pencils, no crayons, no nothing whatsoever. All I could find to color my bubbles is these. I have just 3 colors of a gel pencil, not even the black ones, just blue, red, and green. So, yeah, we'll try those. We'll try those. I don't know how old are those. Probably they will not even function. Alright, so it works, but you have to be a little bit persistent with it sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna use them to color these. They don't seem that bad. This is the bird. I don't know. This is one bubble I made. This is the second one. I have some solid color ones. This is supposed to be the green one. It is kind of green. I also have some geometric figures because I like geometry. This is supposed to be the square. This is the triangle. I also have the octagon, although it looks kind of shitty. And hexagon, which is really badly done, but it is here. So yeah, I have figures and I have a couple of original bubbles and some birds, and boy, it's gonna be a good Christmas tree. So this is the effect. It's shitty, but it's good enough. Welcome MTV Cribs to my crib. So this is going to be my table where I will feast fiercely on food. But what about the customs, local customs? As far as I know, in Poland we tend to use the tablecloth on the table. So that's important because underneath the tablecloth we usually put some kind of hay. The hay is symbolic in some way, but for it to be actually symbolic, for it to be put under the tablecloth, you need the tablecloth first. So I'm going to have to find something that will do for a tablecloth, and also I will have to find something that will substitute the hay. I guess I'm just going to go outside and get some grass. So I came back from the outside. I actually decided to go a little bit further to where the trees are, and I took some. This is not grass. These are these little needles from the needle trees. I'm not good at trees. I don't know which tree those are from. I have those longer ones, and I have those shorter ones, and I have one little branch. All right, so desperate times call for desperate measures. This is going to be my tablecloth. It's good enough to cover the hay. I may want to tilt the camera. Okay, that seems fine. The Christmas tree is not visible, but it doesn't really matter. So this is my table. I'm going to be sitting on the ground because that's the way we do it in here. That's the way we do it. Now I need to get some Christmas dishes. I have this somewhere. Oh yes, so we're going to have some traditional Polish Christmas dish, which is barszcz. Barszcz is basically a soup made of beets. It's basically a beet soup. The Christmas one is a beet soup with uszka. So I bought these few days ago, and I stored them in the fridge. They seem quite moist. I hope they're not spoiled. How do you prepare those actually? Oh, these are dumplings. You call them dumplings. Okay, so I have to boil these for 2 minutes. So the water is boiling already. This says that I should actually salt the water. I should add some salt to the water. I don't have any salt. I don't have any salt, and now I'm going to dip those into water, all of them, and they're going to stick to each other. No salt, man. I have no salt. Dang, man. No salt. Fuck. It's gonna do a splash, isn't it? I don't know how to properly... I don't want to have a splash of boiling water here. That wasn't as bad as I thought it's gonna be, okay. So, this is how it looks like now. So that's basically one dish. Concerning different dishes, traditionally there's 12 of them. I don't know if that's worldwide or just in Poland, but I know of 12 dishes. There should be 12 dishes. I would not be able to name all of them, but I know there should be 12 of them. And that's gonna be the problem for me. I'm not going to make 12 dishes, that's for sure. Apart from these dumplings and the soup, all I have is basically this. I have some bread, I have some candy, and I have a bun, a roll with cheese. So these are going to be my other Christmas meals. So since the water for the soup is heating up and these dumplings are, well, they're good temperature now to eat, I would like to do a little taste test. I just can't contain myself. I have to try this beforehand. So, I don't know. They smell really good. They do. So I guess these are going to taste really good. Dude. It's mediocre. It's mediocre. It's like, as you can see, the taste of these dumplings is built on whatever's inside. And as you can see, even the small amount that's inside, it's seemingly small and it actually is small. This seemingly small amount is capable of turning this into a really tasty dish. But I just don't feel this. Most of the taste is this dumpling, this corpse of it. I should not complain much. I eat those only once a year, and I guess I should be happy that they're here. You know, this in itself is an achievement that I have acquired those. The soup is obviously this this noodles thing. I care only about the package. So I'm going to add it to water. So this actually smells nice, and I know for a fact that this tastes good enough. I ate those beforehand. I eat those regularly, so I should know. But I'm just going to do this by hand. I don't know how much will fit in and so on, so let's just get them in. I'm gonna add as much as I can. I'm probably not gonna do the second. I don't even have the second boot soup I could use, so that's gonna be it. Fine. I leave those dry. So the dishes are actually done now. The only significant thing that I'm lacking is the wafer. There's a tradition of sharing the wafer. You get the wafer and you just, you break it in half and you make a wishing to someone and you eat it, that's how you do this. So I don't have the wafer, obviously. I'm gonna have to produce one. I have the bread, so I'm thinking that I'm just going to take a loaf of bread and take this outer layer from it, and I'm going to make this bread really thin. I'm going to press it, and then I'm going to heat it up on a frying pan, and it should resemble the wafer in its, its thickness and its crunchiness and so on. That's gonna be my wafer. Well, that's fucking sad. I wanna die. So I'm just going to place this on the pan. So I thought I'm also going to heat up the skin of the bread while I'm at it. It's gonna serve as another dish. So we magically have another Christmas dish. The bread fries. Fuck, that's hot. Absolutely. One last thing is the candle. It's all prepared. It's all done. I even have the candle. The candle is actually a really important thing, I think. It's some kind of symbol of something. I should keep the wafer on a different place. It's crunchy, but it's a little bit burnt. It's fine. It's fine. So there's these fries, bread fries, the dumplings, the roll with cheese, the sweets, the soup, and yeah. So we're gonna just light this thing. Is it burning? Is it burning? I think the knot is too short. I'm gonna have to cut it. Good enough. That's good enough. So it's a big fucking flame. There's one last important thing that I have to do before I start eating. It's one of the most important things in the Christmas, actually. It's the prayer. It's an important thing. I know I have to mention this. You see, Christmas without prayer is not proper Christmas. Christmas is religious holiday. It's actually a religious event. Even if it comes from some pagan religions instead of Christmas directly, then it's still some kind of religious holiday. It's still a religious event. So you still should consider, while celebrating this traditional event, you should consider engaging in some activities that are actually on spiritual level. You should also celebrate this holiday on the spiritual level. So I obviously am going to pray. I have to pray. This is as obvious as preparing all of this. I'm gonna make example of myself. I'm not trying to be goofy by any chance. So, Lord, I have never actually prayed in English, so it might be really confusing to you, God, and to me and to the viewers, although they are not important. What's important is that I strive to celebrate this Christmas, supposedly the birth of your Son, of your only Son, Jesus Christ, who came down to earth to save us all from our sins, from the hell that will be inevitable consequence of our sins. So I'm thankful for that. I actually am. At least I try to be. Even if I can't, bring this emotion to action in me, I actually acknowledge that. And I respect this. I respect this not because I was taught to, but because I actually recognize this as a honorable deed. I can respect this kind of behavior. So I guess I took my lesson. Uh, I respect the good. I condemn the evil, and yeah, I try to use the life I was given. I try to make myself happy and probably someone else also. That's I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Maybe not my best, but I'm doing something. So uh, yeah, the food's getting cold, and I probably should not talk for too long. It's gonna get. It just. It's uncomfortable for me to address a supreme being. It actually is. It's a weird thing. Once I now I realize this. Like this is wow. So I'll just try to do my best. I'll try to go on with the life as a good person, or at least try to be. I will try to be the best person I can in the most decisive moments. When it's gonna be important, when the time calls, I will try to do my best. I will be the good person. I will do the good deeds, and well, I will strive to be better. Amen. Was that good enough? I'd like to share this wafer with you, the viewers, potential viewers. It's not as crunchy as it should be, but if I made it as crunchy, it would just be all burnt. So, yeah. Uh, I wish you, I don't know, whatever you want actually. As long as it's not something ridiculously stupid. So here's to you, and I don't know, wish me luck, and wealth, and health, healthiness, whatever. It is crunchy in taste. That's good. It's tasty. It's tasty. So let's get to eating this all stuff. The bread's good. The dumplings are fine. They're cold now, but whatever. There's thousands of things I could be doing right now, and come to think of it, from all the things that I usually do when I have spare time, none of them is actually better than this. I feel like I don't feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I'm actually doing something good for myself by engaging in this. This is the main course actually. So I can't say it tastes much better. Obviously the soup is adding to the taste, but as for the dumplings themselves, I ate better. Mm. It's still dope though. I believe that the wafer has already lost its magic powers because did it or did it not? You should eat all of it, right? Like you shouldn't waste it. So I'd like to dip it into the soup, but I don't know if this is right with the protocol of Christmas. Is this fine? Can I do this? If there's any priest out there, I'd like to know. Like I really want to try this. Oh man, this is dope. This is good. Mm. It's a little stale, but fine. I genuinely thought while I was preparing this, especially when I was doing the Christmas tree, I thought this was gonna be really pathetic. And it probably looks pathetic. It probably looks very sad, you know? I'm a I'm a hobo. Like I'm just living in a really trashed place, using a shirt and the mopping stick for the Christmas tree. You know, this is what you say in order to make it sound meaningful. This is what you say because you were taught to say. So like you just look at all those fake channels, or just start a TV and watch the TV show, and they usually say like, this is fine. This is so cute that they have this kind of really cheap Christmas and so on, but it counts because it's genuine and so on. That's like, you know what I'm saying. But I genuinely feel that this is like one of the best Christmas celebrations I've ever had. Maybe this is because I have put so much work into it. I mean, this is not much work, but still, that's more than I have ever put into Christmas in my whole life. And this, I think it matters. Like, I think it actually made me, have certain opinion about this. It actually made significant difference. That's what I think. Because I really feel that this is good, man. Like, I'm high on Christmas right now. I'm I'm high on Christmas, dude. Merry fucking Christmas. This is the only sad aspect actually, because I'm alone and all the stuff is just props. This is all props. This is not a Christmas tree. This is a prop. This is not a table. This is not a tablecloth. There's no hay underneath this. These are all props, but it's still like, it doesn't matter. It does. Who cares? There's no people around. There's just me. Okay, fine. I can do alone. I'm alone most of the time. I'm actually very isolated from the outer world. As you can probably tell by my behavior and my living habits, but yeah, I can manage. It's like I don't feel that I'm losing anything. I mean, I probably am, but I don't. I don't feel much of a sorrow because I'm lonely, because I just don't understand what I'm missing. I have never really had Christmas with other people, like the meaningful ones. I have had Christmas with people, but I never felt it was good. I never felt the magic of it. I never felt it was actually something, that would give me satisfaction. This one gives me satisfaction, for sure. Like, I'm genuine about this. I actually feel nice now. Mm. Man, I forgot about one thing. One really important thing, actually. You are supposed to have the carp. Carp is like one of the main dishes during the vigil of Christmas, isn't it? I don't have the carp actually, but come to think of it, I have a fish in my fridge, so I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So here's the substitute, the mackerel. It's still a fish. The fish. No hiss. Underneath they're fresh. No, they're actually coated even down there. That's fine. This is good work. Usually they're just coated from the top. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. So here's my carp substitute. To Jesus Christ. Mm. A little bit cold, but fine. Dude, this Christmas is actually really Nice. Nice. It's nice. I have nothing on this Christmas. I'm serious. I'm happy with it. I'm actually happy with it. I wish I had more money though. That would be dope. Hey yo, God, hear me? I need some cash. Quick. If I were to summarize this episode somehow, then it was weird, man. A real emotional roller coaster, actually. I'm gonna try the thing now. That actually burnt me. Fudge.